Hey everybody, how you doing? And in this video what I want to do is share a green tip for reducing your electricity usage. You know, here in the UK I've recently switched energy suppliers to one that only uses 100% renewable energy. And while that means I can keep my lights on all day without fear of polluting the environment, that's not really the point. So I was thinking about things I could do around the house to help save money and help save the environment. Now I'm sure you're like me in that you switch your televisions off when you're not watching it or turn the lights off when leaving a room. But I was sure there's more I could be doing. Then I remembered I had a stash of these in the house. Now what these are timed plugs. And as you can see from this one, the technology's been around for quite a while. Now the cool thing about these is that you can set up a time when you want your plugs to switch on and switch off. So I'm going to show you some practical uses for these around your house. So let's start over by the television, and like the majority of the people in the UK I have broadband internet, and I also use an external hard drive for backing up my computer and also storing all of my media files. However, I frequently forget to switch it off during the night, and what I'm going to do now is use a timed plug so I don't have to. Now one important thing to say before you go ahead and do this is just remember what time you've set it to switch off so that you're not using the internet for anything important, or you're not backing up at the time that the plug switches off your hard drive. Anyway, with that said, let's get going. Now with this particular plug, all I have to do is flick up the tabs on the hours in which I want my devices to be powered. So let's say for example between 9 and 10. So we find 9 in the morning, flick that all up around till 10 at night. There we go. Turn it to the current time. And then plug it in. Now I can have access to the internet and all of my files during the daytime, but not have to worry about switching things off during the night. Speaking of going to bed, that's another area which has troubled me. You know, most of us now use these smartphones and they're becoming more and more ubiquitous. And while it's true they're getting longer battery lives with shorter charge cycles, what do most of us do when we go to bed? That's right, you just plug it in and let it charge for that 7 to 8 hours overnight. However, my phone in particular just requires about 1 to 2 hours charging. So this is where I'm going to use another one of my timed plugs to help save some more money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the current time on this plug to 11 o'clock. That's what time I go to bed. I'm going to switch it to come on during the hours of 4 and 6 in the morning. So with the current time set and the power on time also set, all that remains for me to do is plug it in, plug it into the wall, make sure that it's switched off. That way when I go to bed, all I need to do is make sure that the current time is around 11 o'clock, switch it on, plug my phone in. That way I can sleep easy knowing that my phone isn't going to be charging all night, but is instead just charging for those 2 hours that I need it to. So, I hope this video has been of some use to you, and I'll be making some more of these tip videos in the near future, but in the meantime I'll be happy to read some of your suggestions, so just be sure to leave that in the comment section. Also please check out my website over at optical-minefield.co.uk, which as it happens is a website that's also powered by 100% renewable energy. And also be sure to check me out on Twitter where I am at Adam Roxby. I hope you're all looking after yourselves, and I'll be sure to speak to you all again really soon.